Hi again, Ngong from Happiness Education. I'm a registered migration agent. In today's session, I will cover two important topics: visa cancellation and visa refusal. Let's tackle them one by one. Firstly, visa refusal. Now, obviously, if you're onshore and you hold a substantive visa, as it comes closer to an expiry, you will want to apply for another substantive visa. And most commonly, if you're on a student visa, you would want to apply for another student visa to continue your educational journey. Now, in that process, you need to submit an application to the Department of Home Affairs, and for some reasons, if the department feels that you have not met the eligibility requirements, you have not met the genuine student requirements, they will refuse you the visa. It does happen in some cases. So once your visa has been refused, what are your options? I will come back to that once I cover visa cancellation, because no matter whether it's visa refusal or visa cancellation, the process that needs to be followed is similar for both the cases. Now, when can your student visa be cancelled? Well, the cancellations can be on many grounds. Number one, you have changed your education provider and downgraded your course. For example, if you're studying bachelor's level studies and then you went to another education provider and are now doing like a diploma or a certificate level course, and the immigration gets notified, and this happens at times when the previous education provider cancels your COE and notifies the Department of Home Affairs. So one ground of cancellation is change of education providers and the change of the courses that you initially intended to take. The second grounds of cancellation could be you are not attending classes, you're missing classes, and as a result your grades are suffering, and then the college makes a complaint to the immigration informing that you are not a genuine student. The other grounds of cancellation could be where you breach student visa conditions. As a student, you have to abide by certain conditions, including work conditions, like you can't work certain hours, when your course is in session. If you exceed those by a lot of hours and immigration for some reasons comes to know about it, that's a breach of your student visa conditions. So these are some of the grounds for cancelling your visa. Now, visa refusal, visa cancellation. Now, there is a system in place where the department provides an opportunity for merits review if you are onshore. Unfortunately, if you are offshore, such review rights are not provided. But that being said, in some very extreme circumstances, even offshore applicants get review rights, but that is very scarce. If you're onshore, you get that review right. Now what happens? You need to make an appeal to the Administrative Review Tribunal, which was formerly Administrative Appeals Tribunal, and there are strict time limits for making an appeal to the tribunal once you get a notification that your visa has been refused or cancelled. So only authorized persons like legal practitioners, lawyers, or registered migration agents like me can submit an appeal to the tribunal on your behalf. You can also choose to do so on your own, but we would highly recommend getting in touch with professionals, because it requires a lot of legal experience, as you have to cite the Migration Act, migration policies, and the regulations. So it's a bit complex. Now, what happens at the tribunal is once you make an appeal, the tribunal will look at your application, look at the justifications that have been provided as to why your visa should not be cancelled or refused and why the department should reconsider the decision. So a lot of evidences will have to be submitted. A lot of case laws, a lot of legislations will have to be quoted as to how you meet the eligibility requirements for the grant of the visa, or why your cancellation grounds are not genuine based on certain factors that the department did not consider and straight away cancelled your visa. So tribunal is going to look at your case with fresh set of eyes, and that is where the authorized persons like us can submit a detailed appeals application to the tribunal and ensure that you have a maximum chance of getting that decision overturned. If we look at the current cases portfolio in the tribunal, it's pretty much a 50-50 success rate. So you could eventually have a decision in your favor if a successful and a well-rounded appeal is submitted to the tribunal with all the justifications and the evidences. So we will highly recommend you to not do it on your own, but to consult authorized persons.